Hello, this is Joanne from Rose's Creations, and I'm doing a video on worm farms. So what I did is I bought some night crawlers from Walmart, and I'm going to do a not worm farm because I want to be able to show you so that maybe you can do this with the kids, because it's going to be the cheap, dirty version on how to do this. I recycled, first of things you're going to need. You're going to need a bucket. I'm recycling this one. It's an old trash bucket. It's a little bit broken on the side and stuff. Doesn't matter as long as it doesn't have any leaks in the bottom. You can even take this and trim this off if you want. It's not a big deal. You're going to need a spout or a hole in the bottom. If you have a hole in the bottom, you're going to actually need something underneath it to catch it. And then probably like 2 bricks, and maybe put a hole in the bottom, and then maybe a tote. Actually put the tote underneath there, one of those short thin ones, totes underneath there. You can even use something like this. The only thing is have to be big enough in order to put that in there. Oh, actually like that, if you want to put that on there like that and just set it on there, that'd be good. Then you're gonna need 5 baskets from the dollar store. So I got, you can get all the same if you want, but I have this one already in the house. So I'm using this one. As long as they fit in here, if you want to use all of these you can, because they're just gonna go on top of each other. The only thing is with this one, with the earthworms, you need to have bigger holes, so you're going to have to drill some holes in it. I'm doing it a cheater way, so you don't need to be able to do any holes. So this one goes on the bottom and stays there. You're also going to need some 1/8 inch screen. Show you what that's for in a minute. And you're going to need 1/4 inch mesh. And a 1/4 inch mesh, I'll show you what that's for. You're gonna need a drill. You're gonna need the worms, which I have in here. And you're gonna need some fruits and vegetables in order to do compost, to feed them. Baskets. What I did is I made one of these sheets of screen, and I cut the basket, the hole in the bottom of the basket. Then I'm going to put this in there, and then you're also going to need Coco Coir, and I'll explain that in a minute. So then the rest of the baskets all have the heavier duty screen. Same difference, same thing, holes in the hole in the bottom, because you want the worms to be able to go up and down, up into the top floor. Now you're going to come down to the bottom floor, which is going to be this one. They're going to poop in here. That's where you're going to have your compost. You're going to have your castings. So castings, worm hotel, first floor and 1 floor. Then you have second, third. And that way you can have, and 4th. So first floor, second floor, third floor, 4th floor. So they're going to, 4th floor they're going to eat. First floor they're going to poop in. And you're going to keep going back and forth in order to do it. And when you think this is done, take this out, empty it, put it back in, and do the same thing. And then I would also transfer this, maybe put this into here, and then put new on the top, recycle it going down. So, bottom one, you're also going to need snips and scissors. I use scissors for the screen, and then I use snips for the mesh in order to cut it. Drill with a drill bit. With this one, because that garbage bucket is easy enough to be able to just cut a hole, all I did was cut a round hole in it, and then I put the sprout through. And the same thing with this. You can sit there and drill big holes, 1-inch holes if you want, and then do the same thing, or you can just, and then put the screen on it, and then put the mesh on it, or you can just cut the hole like this. So I just did it the easiest way. I cut the hole like this because, like I said, I want to make it the easiest. So that way you'll want to do it for your kids maybe. So now, the Coco Coir. So you're going to take the Coco Coir. You know, put it in a basket. And it's okay if it spills into the bottom. It's not going to be a big deal. Because some of it is going to spill in there. And then that's fine. So now here's the basket. And it's got the Coco Coir in there. And down on the bottom. Then you're going to take and do the next one. Same thing. Trying not to get it on my floor. Oh. 1, 2, probably like 3 cups. These baskets aren't that big. So 3, 4 cups in each one, and that's fine. Actually, put one on the bottom one. And then one more here, so like 4 cups of Dunkin' Donuts cups. So that's what you can use for measurement if you want. Now next row. Same thing, basket, down. First basket went in upside down, by the way, just so it's a shelf in order to hold the other baskets up. 1, 2, 3. I got these worms a couple of days ago, so I wanted to make sure that they were going to live. So I put them in this butter container, and I didn't put the lid on tight. And what I did is put some fruits in there, some fruit and vegetables in there in order to compost on the bottom. And then I just took the containers of worms that they had from the little brown containers, earthworms from Walmart, so it's cheap. It was $3.50 a container, 30 worms in each, and I got 2. So now I have 60 worms in here, and then later on, they'll keep reproducing and they'll go more. So now the worms are in here, so what I'm gonna do is put one. Let me see if I can get 2. I think I can get 2 in there. So I'm going to put 2 in this one of the Coco Coir. And then I am going to dump the worms in. So the worms are in here. They're on the top. They're very happy because they have got amount of food in there. There they are. And like I said, there's, oops, yep, see? There's a big clump of them all sitting on the top right here. So, I have the food that's on, food's on the bottom. So I'm just gonna dump this in here now. So I dump that in there. And I'm going to show you what it looks like actually too. So sorry about my dirty hands, but there it is. So now I'm going to take and just do this. Has a little bit of mold on it, but I don't think that's going to be any bad. That's going to be bad because they're going to eat it. And then what I'm going to do is put another cup of Coco Coir on there in order to cover it, so it doesn't get moldy and mildew anymore. I have to change that one out once the worm, I'll pick out the worms and I'll change it out later, but I really didn't think it was going to get yucky like that quick. So now there's the basket. So all the baskets are here, in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one that's upside down. And now they're going to end up, like I said, they're going to go from this one, they're going to go down to the bottom one, and they're going to go poop down there and do their business down there and pee down there, and then they're going to come up here and they're going to eat, and then they're going to go back down. And that's how I'm going to get the castings in the bottom shelf. So now I'm going to take a box, and I'm sure I have some somewhere. I'm going to take a box and I'm just going to put it on the top. Maybe I can do this for now, for tonight. I don't know. I probably have a box downstairs. Yeah, that's not big enough. All right, so I'm just going to take, if I had the lid, I'd put the lid on there. If I had a lid, I'd put a lid on there. But I don't. So what I'm going to do is just take and put, a cardboard box on the top so it's a lid, so that the worms won't go out. They won't go out as long as they have food in the container. So as long as I keep feeding them, they'll be fine. The ones in the bucket are great. Excuse me, the ones in the bucket are doing good. I'm no mold issues, no anything else. And they're feeding, and they're going down back and forth of the buckets, because when I lifted it up, I could see that they're down, some of them are down in the bottom bucket and the top, middle. So that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And most of the fruits and vegetables that I put on the top are already gone. So that means I need to go and refill it again, which I have some more. So I'm going to put that in there and it'll be fine. I have some cantaloupe and I have some watermelon. So I'm going to cut that up. You can also take it and blend it or just grind it up. The fruits and vegetables, grind them up, because then it'll be easier for the worms to do it. And then if you have eggshells, put some eggshells in there, because I do need some grit. I don't have any right now, but I'll get some in the next couple of days, because I'll make sure I eat some eggs. I got to get them ground up. So what you do is you take them and the eggshells, actually I do have a bunch of them. So I'm going to take these eggshells and I'll stick them in the blender. And then once I stick them in the blender, it's going to chop them up fine to a powder. Once it chops them up to a powder, then I'll just pour it on the top of each one of these shells. When I pour it on each one of these shells, then it'll be good. And I pretty much won't have to add any more until I add some more new Coco Coir. Hope you liked the video. Thank you very much for watching. And happy worm farming. I'm doing this mainly so I can get the worms to do the castings, so that way I can put them onto my cannabis plants, because I definitely want them to grow big and happy, and fertilizer isn't that cheap, and I'm trying to make it so that it's cheaper for me to be able to do everything. I will be doing another video because I am making some herbal sprays. One is going to be herbs infused in water, because when I'm doing my Reiki classes, my Reiki sessions, I want to be able to take the spray and use it so that it's all natural and holistic, and it's not a perfume or an incense in case someone is allergic to something. This will be an alternative, and it'll smell good. So I have oregano, basil, parsley, what else? A little bit of lavender and sage. So I'm going to take that. I already even did it, so I'm going to end up showing you the end, and then I'm going to show you the beginning of it, so you can see both process. They're both end thing and the other thing. And I wish you could smell it, because the house smells pretty good. All right, I am going to turn this video off, say goodbye to you. Have a good day. Like the video, share it, and then, yeah, tell your friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel when it's on my YouTube. And have a good day. Bye-bye.